Are you ready? Here I come. You ready? Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the incredible me. You get the job. All right. Well, this here is my corner bar. Drinks on the street. Free comedian. You got two. You don't got none. It don't matter. We're here to just talk about the world and go back and forth on the street here and have a couple drinks. Not everybody has a drink. How come you don't have? What is your name?
My name's Larry Spector.
You're real proud of that, ain't you? Well, now, who's sitting behind? What is your name, man? No, you, a man. When I say man, your name is Randy Smith. See, Randy, hey, Randy. You know, not Randy Smith, it's Randy, huh? Randy, you don't have a drink?
They didn't bring me one.
I know it. We need to set you up better. You're tipping. Well, whose was this? We need some more drinks in here. Now, you probably don't know this, but you are what you drink. Unless you throw it up, then you're a mess. Right, Randy? But don't get the feeling that you have to be self-conscious about being a mess. People think cleanliness is next to godliness. It ain't. I looked it up in the dictionary. Goggles is next to godliness. Cleanliness is next to claustrophobia and cleavage. You can look it up. People are always telling you stuff you don't need to know, aren't they telling you that? I forgot your name. You're Larry. You're Randy Spector?
Right.
I didn't forget it, did I? What do you do for a living?
I manage entertainers.
Well, if one comes by, we'll talk. That's okay. Well, then you know about people telling you stuff you don't need to know, right? People are always telling you that. They'll tell you to eat before you go to the grocery store. That way you don't buy so much. That don't work with the liquor store, does it? No, you go there drunk, you buy everything they got. Let me have that 55-gallon drum of Ripple right there, will you? Well, you sound like a good mood. Are you people into food much? Yeah. You into food? Do you healthy people? Yeah. A lot of people think that I'm a vegetarian. But I ain't. I like wiener. Well, you must like wieners too. You know, a lot of people lead a pure life will tell you not to eat this because it contains chemicals. But that's just the reason that you should eat it. Because if you lead a pure life, you don't get no chemicals in your body, and then you get a little of this by accident, it's going to lay your ass up dead. See, I'm building up a resistance right now. Who wants to build up a resistance? Anybody want a wiener out there? Hey, Reggie Jackson don't hit a home run every time, does he? No, that's terrible, though, this meat. Look at you people smoking on being all healthful and just letting all that smoke go up in the air like that. It stunts your growth. That's why men do it after sex. Well, you're a cigar smoker, ain't you? Don't look around, ain't a woman. What is your name?
Craig.
Craig?
Yeah.
Good name.
How you doing? What's your name?
Gallagher. How long have you been in the cigar area?
About a year.
About a year now? Yeah. Did you move up from cigarettes?
No.
What, you just went right into cigar?
Sure.
What the? Do you see what he has over there? Now, what did your mother tell you? If you can't bring enough for everybody, don't get it out. And smoking a cigar on top of that. How can you handle these two things? Oh. And drinking in the other hand. Damn it. If you had another hand, you'd need another drug, wouldn't you? You ever wonder what it'd be like if you did have another hand? You ever hear people say, I only got two hands? Where in the hell would you put another one? Put one right out the middle. That way... Well, that way you could lean forward in the bathroom and use both hands, couldn't you? Or if you're at a cocktail party, you could carry your food and have your drink right there and it'd be good. I'm always thinking about things like that because I don't believe the human body is perfect. It isn't perfect. Take your nose, for example. You think it's a good idea to put a wet, drainy thing like that upside down over your mouth? No. It's unsafe, it's unsanitary. If the health department saw it, you'd have 10 days to fix it or move out, right? Where else could you put your nose? So every place out of the way has got kind of a stink that you couldn't put it there, you couldn't put it there, you couldn't put it there. You could switch it with your belly button, that way your face would look like a bowling ball, you know? But then every time you sneezed, your zipper would whistle. And you Coke freaks that have a soda straw hanging out your fly. Wouldn't it be neat if the parts of your body really were parts so and you could mix and match and move stuff around, take it off, send it out, get it chromed? Say you're laying in bed on a Saturday morning, your woman says, get your ass out of bed. You go, here, take it, leave me alone. You could ask her for a piece, you might just get it. It'd be okay, wouldn't it? Although your hand is perfect. God in his infinite wisdom made you a little toolkit here. Only he knew you'd need something just this size for cleaning out your ear. This one here, well, this one here goes right up your nose, if you notice that. This one's for the wedding. This one, of course, is for the divorce. How many of them? I always thought it'd be neat if you could take your arms off when you go to bed. They always fall asleep before I do. I wish I could just pick it up, hang it up. What would you hang the other one up with? I was thinking the other day, if your knees bent the other way, what would a chair look like? You people ain't thinking about this stuff, are you? Well, you ain't smoking good shit. Right? I'm not advocating the use of any illegal smoking materials by members of our society that do not wish to do so. Although I think it's a good idea for old people, it makes the time go slow. It could add years to retirement. Get your grandma lit at Columbia and a ton of yarn, you get back an Afghan to cover the garage. Go, Granny, go! Although, I guess Colombian is a pretty expensive gift to be just giving your grandma, you know. Even Colombian grown in this country is expensive. You've been getting some of that too, right? $50, shit. I ought to drag it out here. If you're going to pay $50 a lid for shit, you ought to use it in your show so you can write it off your income tax. I put it down under transportation. You know, when my stomach's upset, gang, I have Hershey's chocolate syrup. Now, it don't do much for gas, but it makes every burp a chocolate surprise. Mm-mm. You know, chocolate goes to a place in your brain right next to sex. If you can't get screwed, have a Snickers. Well, how many know they're having a Snickers tonight? All right, who gets the Snickers now? Snickers over there, Snickers there, Snickers there. We got some Snickers here. We got Snickers. All of those people are not getting... Look at you, how beautiful, and you're not getting no... I know it. That's my question. Why in the hell are you having a Snickers tonight? Look at you. Are you here with a girlfriend? Oh, is that your boyfriend next to you? I'll throw you a candy bar if I'm damn sure you ain't doing nothing tonight. All right. Want another one? I think she just does stuff for candy. What is your name? Rita. Herps? Don't. When anybody else asks your name, just say Rita. Herps is something that, you know, we're living in a society that's very sexually confusing. You really don't know.
Why?
Well, because you just don't know. Well, with the idea of transsexuals, I look at that woman, there might be a man's spirit trapped in that body. Well, I applied it to myself. I thought maybe there's a female spirit trapped in my body, and I don't know it because she's a lesbian. How would I know? I like some girls' stuff. I always felt safer on a girl's bike, for instance. Does it seem reasonable to you that the one with the balls gets the one with the bar? I'll tell you something worse than missing the seat on your bicycle. Dancing close with a girl. Because girls are just made to tease. Just natural. It's all up front and it teases. Just nothing they can do about it, and you start dancing real close, you know. Pretty soon things start happening, right? They rub around like they're going to do a whole lot more than just dance, and the music's over, they cut off for the punch bowl, you're out there, hey, that was pretty good. Sure, boy. Good dance. That was some good dancing, yes, sir. Of course, I used to know this girl let me do anything I wanted to do. Do y'all believe that? No. Actually, she let anybody do anything they wanted to do. Everybody knew her. She was weird, but very fair. After you do her, she'd do you back. That's fair, isn't it? All she'd ever do, though, is pluck a single hair from the top of your head for her scrapbook. We finally moved away from that neighborhood. I was about, 14, 15, about 15, I think. About 15, I think. You remember her a little bit, don't you? You knew her more than I did, didn't you? This is a raw deal, isn't it? When one falls out like that one there, I wonder, what the hell held it in yesterday? Why today? It needs washing, but I ain't gonna wash it. I figure it's gonna fall out. I can take the goddamn dirt with it. It needs cutting, too, but you don't prune a dead tree, do you? I don't even comb it. I figure the tangle's holding half of it in. Big deal, parallel hair. Who needs that, right? You can't explain this problem to a woman, no. See, because women don't... There's nothing parallel in womanness, you know? I mean, this is my sexuality, see? Women got sex hanging out all over them, but men just got their hair, you know? And you get used to having it, it's gone. You girls would have to imagine, like, oh, if your tits fell off. Real slow. Just kind of slid on down. Popped off at the knee. Beginning to see what I'm talking about, right? I guess you look at that and you say to yourself, well, I bet you don't get much. Well, you're wrong. I don't get any. But you just miss out on a lot of loving having a head that looks like this. You figure it out. If the hair fell out of your dog, would you want to pet him? Well, you like that damn dog. You know why a bird is so ugly? You would be too if your pecker was between your eyes. Don't make sense. See, I'm thinking about stuff all the time. While you're at home getting drunk, I'm thinking. That's my job. See, I'm thinking all the time, trying to improve the world through overview, which you get from Colombian. When you get this overview, then you can solve the world's problems. You say, hey, take all them houses out by the airport nobody wants to live in because it's too noisy, give them to deaf people. I hope I didn't offend any deaf people, but I don't guess they heard that joke, didn't they? And don't get the idea I don't know the value of handicapped people in a society, because I do. If it wasn't for handicapped people, I never would find a parking space. Hey, I had overview the other day, figured out how to save us millions. Do the Jehovah's Witnesses come by your house about every other day? Why don't we give them the mail to deliver? They're already in the neighborhood. You know they're going to ring every bell. Am I right? They say since Proposition 13 we don't have enough money now for dam inspectors. I say, good, we don't need no dam inspectors. If you got a house downstream from the dam, your ass ought to be up there checking for cracks. Am I right? No, I'm right. Government's dumb. You know what they call a department in charge of everything outdoors? Tell them. Interior. Interior. Only words you can't use. Sounds like it ought to be staffed by decorators instead of bureaucrats. Could you see like interior decorator in charge of Hoover Dam? This whole wall has to go. Masonry, masonry, masonry. We need windows. Let in the light. I do that good, don't I? I'm from Hollywood. Living in Hollywood's like living in a bowl of granola. What ain't fruits and nuts is flakes, right? I had a strange idea, I think, the other day, that instead of having advertisements on billboards, it'd be a good idea to put road maps, and this would save gas. Since I think about 1 out of 10 cars is lost. Don't they drive that way? But yet we have all these advertisements. They ought to just come up to the corner and see where the hell they are. You are here, you know, then head out. I know it ain't a funny idea, it just makes sense, don't it? When I come up to a corner, I don't need to see a dog pulling down the bathing suit of some copper-toned kid. I need to know where's my ass. Right? Yeah. You know where it is? It's in the crack lately. Everybody's is, because of this oil situation. I'll tell you something about them old peckers. They're real lucky that we can't drive over there, or there'd be some independent truckers kicking some butts in Kuwait tonight. Right? I say we should cut off their supply of bed sheets so they don't have nothing to wear to them demonstrations. Right? Or if you just put me in charge of this country's science, technology, I'll figure a way of boring through the earth and sucking it out from under them. Because it ain't their oil, is it? They're just closer to it. I guess we ought to be glad they're still taking dollars for the oil and don't want something of value. I'm not that goddamn impressed with you either. I ain't impressed with this whole country. We're screwing up. We're losing everything. Have you noticed that? Yes. We lose. Americans! Americans are losing. We don't watch it. We're all going to be picking our clothes out of the trash can. Just so happens. How do you like this, a sports coat? worn something a little more classified. What? Does not match my pants. Nothing matches my pants. This, I think, is a good idea. This here uses the forces of the pyramid to sharpen the whip. Pretty handy, huh? Maybe in the future people will be dressing like this, have to wear newspaper clothes, and doesn't do much for the hairline, does it? It's a good hat, though. Most hats, you put them down on a chair, people sit on them. Doesn't happen with this. I'm thinking about people that don't like smokers. You just kind of wear this medallion smoke alarm. Need I say more? I was getting on a plane the other day, and they took my ass off. I was getting on a plane, he says, "Are you a smoker or a non-smoker?" I thought, why am I defined by what it is I do not do? You know what I mean? I should be normal. Other people are weird. I don't pee my seat, they don't ask me that. Say, you a pisser or a non-pisser? I say, if it's a DC-10, I'm a pisser. See, we're such a wasteful society. Just waste stuff. Look at this. Look, somebody threw away a perfectly good Gallagher doll. Why do they do this? These damn things are rare. You just don't run across these all the time. And look, here's a perfectly good Tonight Show home game. Here's Johnny. Look, it had a Karnak, had a guest host, there's Joey. Not worth throwing. Why did this get thrown away? The longer the pipe, the cooler the smoke. Oh, I know. You can't light this sumbitch. Look, here's a perfectly good 12-string guitar. Damn. You want to sing some songs? What do you want to sing? Let's sing, What Do You Get When You Fall in Love? You want to do that one? You know, you can tell how much money a woman has in her purse by how she carries it. See a woman like this here, she's probably just got paid. This bitch ain't got $1. This ain't bad. It's okay. Wait a minute, what? What is your name? What do you do for a living?
Make pottery.
You make pottery? Oh, you do? Okay, throw that better. Hey, man, there's one on this end and one on this end. Why did you throw it in the middle? What is your name again? Tom. Okay. Ready? Don't count me out. To me, sports just ain't interesting enough. Like, if I had me a baseball team, I'd have a midget for a catcher. That way he wouldn't have to squat. You know? I'm not too good at this because you need to be well-rounded in the world, and to get good at something, you have to focus, you know? And I got other things, you know. I think if you're good at sports, you're not good in sex or something, you know. You know, you get good at what you practice, and, you know, that's why I'm not so good at this here. Well, you know, I think that if you're good at a sport, you're probably not so good in bed. I think that tennis players probably jump over the bed and shake your hand, you know? And I think a real good swimmer probably, when he gets to the headboard, does a flip turn and comes back for another lap. And I wonder, does a rodeo cowboy think 9 seconds is a long ride? You know? Gymnasts, though, I bet you gymnasts are real good. Wouldn't you like to, say, Nadia? She's a perfectionist. Imagine that, guys, a 10. Wow, Nadia, that was perfect, you know? You even pointed your toes, you little devil. That full twisting dismount wasn't bad either, babe. Well, I'd like to talk about driving a little bit right now. I wish I had my car. Well, when you have your own TV show, you get your wishes, don't you? This helps me to get into the mood of talking about driving, because, you know, you get to be a different person when you get in your car. You know, you act different. You'll be polite in every life, and then you get behind your car. Get out of the way! I'm driving. You know what I mean? You just get impatient when you're in your car. I'm down on ignorance and stupidity. Driving is a game you play by the rules. Am I right? I'm against all these idiots driving down the freeway with the seatbelt hanging out the door, making sparks. The ones going over overpass with a turn signal on. Blink, blink. It's like a sign to the whole world. I'm stupid as hell. I'm stupid as hell. I'm stupid as hell. Or else they're in the fast lane of the freeway going about 35 miles an hour with a bumper sticker on the back says, "I'd rather be sailing." Good, get the hell off the road. Right? And take the cops with you. We don't need cops on the highway. They only do two things, both of them screw up traffic. Number one, they go the speed limit. It's going to slow everybody down. The other thing they do is they chase speeders going 100 miles an hour. What does this do? Doubles the number of cars going a dangerous speed. Chances are if they'd slow down, the Mexicans would too. I don't know why they drive that fast with a family in the trunk to begin with. That's their business. Now. I'm not here to pick on the Mexicans. Because the Mexicans got oil. Oil now. They just discovered it. Been there forever. They just discovered it. Mañana we will look for oil. Well, you can't blame them. They didn't know they could make any more money with that land than they could growing dope. I made myself laugh, Dave. You know, if they want to slow things down on the freeway, they should legalize marijuana. I drive real careful, Stone. I'm changing lanes! You ever do that? Or you see a stoplight way up ahead and you go, I'll try the brakes back here. Oh, traffic looks heavy. I'll pull out tomorrow. I think driving should be more fun. You know, if you go to an amusement park with a little oval of asphalt and some washing machine cars. You go out and have a great time. Look at our freeways and our automobiles. Underpasses, overpasses, dig it up, dig it around, go through, and we don't have no damn fun. Thought to have a big rubber bumper around cars so you can bang into people. It'd be okay. People start coming in your lane, you go, bow! You know what I mean? Or if you're at a stoplight and there's an old lady in front of you and the light turns green, run her ass up to the next light. I got gas in first gear for 2 cars. You can't give an old lady whiplash because her head don't go above the seat. So it don't hurt her. If I had my way in this world, every driver would be issued a little rubber stick-em dart gun like you had when you were a kid. When somebody does something stupid in front of you, you hang out the window and you shoot them in the trunk. It would stick there. Well, a little sign said, stupid on it. Then when the highway patrol comes by and sees a car with about a dozen of these, he just pulls them over and gives them a ticket for being an asshole. Which brings up the topic of automobile mechanics. Right, ladies? You have a little problem with those mechanics because you don't know anything about an engine. You don't know what they tell you is the truth or what's fabricated. Have you ever noticed just about the time you see a total you could pay, they add the labor? So what can a lady do? Or a guy? I don't know much about cars. I'm not going to take it apart and see if they did it right. Am I? Lady could say something like, save the parts, you know. I'm going to show them to my husband. He's a mechanic. He'd be working on this car, but one fell on his head, and he'll be okay, and then I'll show him the parts. You know? But that isn't insurance either, because they could show you any part. You don't know what they say is the truth. I had this car fixed. They said they repaired all the belts. Here's a couple of them. They say they got my hoses fixed, my rings, my plugs and points. My rocker arms. The head gasket. Universal joint.
Manifold.
Manifold. Trainer bra for a real dumb girl. Nut rack. Yeah, nut rack. I wish this was gone. Yeah. Well, I'm going to do my show now. So, I think I got you people warmed up good enough. You seem to be pleasant. I'm going to go back here and get my show, and we'll do it. You ready? Yeah! Okay, give me to a count of 10. You ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's a show. I need my stool. I need my stool. I need my stool. Ladies and gentlemen. I got.
I did not come here tonight to make you laugh. I came here to sell you something one should pay particular attention because the amazing Mass Tool Corporation, a subsidiary of Fly-By-Night Industries, has entrusted who? Me, to show you the handiest and the dandiest kitchen tool you've ever seen. And don't you want to know how it works?
Well, good. First, you get out an ordinary apple. You place the ordinary apple between the patented pans. Then what do you do, gang? It's simple. You reach for the tool that is not a slicer. It's not a dicer. It's not a chopper and a hopper. What can it possibly be? Hey, the mystery is over. It is Sledge-O-Matic. Hey. Wasn't that quick and easy? Applesauce in an instant. Yes, there's the beginning of a fine fruit salad. This, folks, is Sledge-O-Matic, the wonder tool of 1,000 uses. Make your own peanut butter right to home, fruit and vegetable juices, mounds of mashed potatoes. Why, Sledge-O-Matic will even make French fries. But I swear you've got to crack that sumbitch just right. Now, ladies, are you looking for a way to disguise leftovers? I'll tell you what you do. You root them around in the patented pan. You guessed it. You hit them again. Chicken, look at you. Sledge-O-Matic will kill ants, roaches, flies, appetites, anything which crawls into the patented pan. Now, I know what some of you are saying. Sure, he can do it with an apple. Sure, he can do it with a potato. But can he do it with a watermelon? I may or may not have the watermelon. That depends upon your reaction to the rest of my show. Good seats, huh? You know, many people don't get their vitamin C each day. And I saw a commercial on TV that said they couldn't open one of these chorus cans. What's the problem? Now, Sledge-O-Matic will also teach the dumbest dog to play dead. It puts the cat out all night. Keeps the neighbors' kids in their own goddamn yard. And, hey, people, hollow it out. It makes a heck of a pipe. Right now, you're probably asking yourself, where can I get me one of these? Wonderful. Oh, you're not? I believe it's gonna break a little bit to the right. Right now, you're probably asking yourself, how crazy is that sumbitch? Where can I get me one of these wonderful tools? Well, millions paid $9.95. But I can let you have it for $10 cash money, 2 for $25. If you don't buy one of these from me here tonight, I'm going to be out to your house later on for a free home demolition. And I want you to remember my motto. The Avon lady may ring your chime, but me and this hammer just knock one time. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's Popeil's pocket lariat. So simple, any idiot could operate. You want to give it a go? Well, you know your limitations, don't you? This is like riding in the back of a pickup truck. There ain't no way to do it and look cool. Okay. I invented this. What do you think of this? This is a honker for people that like to honk their horn but can't afford to drive a car. Next time you're walking along, somebody gets in your way, butts in line. I'm walking here. You can stick this on your buggy down the grocery store to clear the fat ladies out of the candy aisle. Or if you're just buying a few items, you're going through that 10 and under express lane, somebody ahead of you with a dozen eggs. 12 items. Or maybe you dudes, you see some chick out on the beach, you know, you just, hey, babe, hey. Or maybe you girls are downtown late at night and you have to get to your car and you have to go down a dark alley, you're a little afraid, just run real fast. They'll think you're a VW. Or maybe you're getting phone calls late at night from a heavy breather, the obscene kind, right? Next time you get one, oh yeah, you'll do what? Try this. Want your ears pierced? I like to use it in the bathroom, keep people from opening the door on me. Let's go. Can't you see my feet? I invented this here for people so they don't bump into doors and walls when they're drunk. It's a good idea. I want to talk to you people now just briefly about stealing. Now, I don't mind if you take stuff by accident, because we all do this. But it's you people that take stuff you can't use. Although I will admit that stealing is a good way of getting back at people. You know, you take this teller down to drive-in bank I go to. She was rude to the wrong boy, wasn't she? That guy in the car behind me didn't like me much either. Said, put the money in what, bitch? All right, I'd like to stop for just a moment and get my microphone correct. Would anybody like to tell me any problem they think I'm having with this microphone? Is there any problem with my microphone? The wires. Is that all, just the wires? Is it just a cosmetic consideration, or am I getting sound properly?
Yeah, shorten out, Gallagher. We bring all the connections down.
Okay.
Didn't hear a word you said.
How long has this been going on?
Since you started.
Yeah, this screw got loose. Now it's okay, ain't it? How long has it been doing that?
6 minutes.
When did it start? During Sledge-O-Matic? Fuck. It unscrewed. It just unscrewed, you know? It needed a piece of tape on there to keep it from unscrewing. So let me have a piece of tape, because this next part's going to be fucking funny. So we had breakup during Sledge-O-Matic and during all of these things here. Oh, not bad, though? Not bad. Look at this guy. He thinks he's dressed okay. Good.
Do it again.
Are we starting tape again? I guess we were just rolling, ain't we? Yeah, I was rolling, too, till I had to stop for this son of a bitch. All right, let's start from here. Put the money in what, bitch? You gotta check them. This is a visual aid. I was thinking the other day, what if man is born like the other animals and he was endowed with a tail? For those of you with no imagination, this is what he'd look like. Dig it. Now, if man did have a tail, I wonder, would it be legal to leave it out, or would you have to tuck it in? And I wonder, would that be about average? For a white boy, what do you think? If man did have a tail, they'd probably get into styling it sooner or later, especially in Hollywood. This would be the French look. And, of course, we all know what Jewish people would do. Do you know why the doctor ties the baby's umbilical cord? So it won't do like that. Do you know how many helicopters it takes to get to Tehran? Neither does the president. You know,
his name is legendary. Now, see how it all began.
You decided on a name yet?
Rocky Jr.
Little Chief?
Rocky 2.
Rocky Maivia.
Any of those except Rocky 4.
Young Rock, tonight on NBC.
you know why a Polak can't eat pickles? He can't get his head in a jar. Now, I didn't write that joke. I'm just using that as an example of why I can't figure out why the Polacks don't take hostages. I mean, don't they have enough reason to be pissed at us? All these jokes all these years? There's some good jokes, too. I don't use them in my show, because I think they're in poor taste. But you know. You know the one about the, why Polish men don't make love because they wait for the swelling to go down. And, why Polish girls don't use vibrators because it chips their teeth. And why Polish mothers don't breastfeed their babies because it hurts when they boil their nipples. You know these. You know these jokes, don't you? What we ought to have is Iranian jokes, right? Since they are. Well, you know how to circumcise an Iranian? You can't. There ain't no end to them pricks. Do you know why a man can lay on his side easier than a woman? A man has a kickstand. You know what the sign said on the whorehouse door? Closed, beat it. A lot of it. I'm glad you broke it. What is your name? You thought you'd get through the whole show without being noticed, didn't you? What is your name? I know, it's probably real funny. What is it? Leslie Hancock? What? See, it can't be that bad. What's your name? Claire. That's nice. Claire. Are you single, Claire? You are? You like funny little comedians? Well, here you are. Are you a connoisseur of comedy? You're not. Would you like to be a connoisseur of comedy? Well, do you have a boyfriend? Yes. You do? But you couldn't decide. He's not a good boyfriend? He's just all right, see? If he was good, you'd go, I got a boyfriend! He's great! You know, they say you can tell how good a guy is in bed by how well he moves. Well, she's got a boyfriend anyway. You know, girls don't think that men know about stuff. But we do. Like, we know that pantyhose is a secret sexual deterrent. If a girl don't want nothing to happen, she puts on the pantyhose. Why else do they reinforce the crotch? That gonna get a lot of wear? It's the knee and the toe that breaks out. Ought to be a double knee and a double toe. It's hard to watch a television advertising these days without seeing some kind of a sexual message. You don't have to be a pervert to see it either. There's this one This woman's sitting up in bed and she says proudly, I'm cleaning my oven. Her hands are under the covers, and the product is easy off. Then Joe DiMaggio says Mr. Coffee's the best he's ever tasted. Joe DiMaggio was married to Marilyn Monroe. Come on, Joe, you have tasted better, boy. Am I right? I wish there was a knob on the TV so you could turn up the intelligence. They got one marked brightness, but it don't work, does it? No, because they ask you real smart questions on TV. Do you need a pain reliever that works? Impotence got you down? Is it hard to meet a girl with acne? No, I meet them all the time. Constipation a problem? No, I dig it. In fact, if I ain't constipated, I stick a cork up my butt. That's the thing. Then they talk about, on TV, they talk about laxative, how gentle. I don't know about you people. When I want a laxative, I want a bomb. Rough me up. Aren't they dumb? Why does a guy, he just gets his car fixed at Amco, transmission place, he checks the horn. Honk, honk, everything's okay. They're supposed to be an example for society, and they don't always do this. There's this girl gets a new watch. She shows it to another girl. She says, oh, wow, a new watch. The girl goes, I was hoping for a Longines. What a bitch. New damn watch. Here's a dog we fed Alpo dog food. Here's a dog we didn't feed. Look how much friskier the Alpo dog is than the dead one over here. We've stretched this bra between these two Mack trucks to show you girls that any elastic that can lift and separate these two big babies is gonna have no problem with your little pickup. Well, it's about time for me to cut out. As you can see, performing for me is a sexual experience. I'm done before you are, right? But there's always room and time for one last commercial word. This time I'm speaking to all of you Spanish-speaking Americans. Buenos dias, Americanos Españoles. Tome un apple rojo y placamente on top of el melone. Stop me if you've heard it. Y richime usted, por el tool of no SL slicer, no SL dicer, no SL chopper and a hopper. LSK gang. El bang bang grande. Olé! Before I go, I'd like to impart some last few words of wisdom to you, so you don't think my show is just trivial. I want you to always remember, never let your mother brush your hair when she's mad at your dad. If you want to get back at someone you love, wait till they get in the shower, then flush the toilet. Want all you parents to remember the children who have a well-balanced breakfast before school are the only ones who throw up in gym class. That dude who said a bird in the hand's worth two in the bush ain't been putting his bird in the right bushes, has he? But I want all of you lovers to be fair. Let the other one sleep in the wet spot half the time. But I want you men to remember that sex is a Chinese dinner for two. It ain't over till you both get your cookies. Right, ladies? Now, the ladies all also asked me to mention to you guys that 20 minutes of begging is not considered foreplay. Style in whatever you do, men. Style. Remember, it ain't the way you pick your nose, it's where you put the booger. This has been more than a thrill for me. This has been an inconvenience. I'll see you later. Good night.